Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Esoteric Influences for the 21st day of August 2020. My roosters were just crowing outside, so hopefully they'll move along. We won't sit and listen to them. I've been listening to them since, I'm not sure. I think it was the 5 o'clock hour, so I don't know. You just end up having just to get up. I don't know what else you do. They're waiting for my husband to come out and feed them. They have food out there. They don't need him to do that, but they like him to do that, and so they follow him around. They follow me around. It's hilarious. We didn't intend to buy roosters. We bought 14 more chicks and from the local feed store, and two of them ended up being roosters. So that's not supposed to happen. Anyway, now we have a white Brahma, or no, not a white, light Brahma uh, rooster who's named Lord Brahma or George. Very, he's getting really big, very tall. He has feathers on his feet, which is very cool. We have two females that have feathers on their feet. The only ones in the pen that do. But anyway, and then the other one is a Rhode Island Red, and so and they hang out. I mean, sometimes they scuffle, but they hang out. They're always together, and not always, but most of the time they just hang out together. So it's kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see how life goes with them going forward, but so far it's been a lot of fun. I mean, really weird, I know, but anyway. With today's three energy, we're going to stay focused today, balancing responsibility with a desire to play. It's Friday. It's like, oh gosh, what do we, it's that feeling of, oh, it's the end of the week, and if you're working and you're not, staying safe at home, and you're actually working out somewhere, it's always that feeling of, oh, thank God, the weekend, But find a creative outlet if you're feeling at loose ends, and let's face it, who isn't? I mean, it's just been crazy, hasn't it? I mean, we've finished the Democratic National Convention last night, which was very cool. Joe's speech was just epic, you know. And I don't know, maybe this virtual way of doing conventions is the way to go. I think they cost a whole lot of money. I don't think we need to spend that much money on politics, frankly. And I think if we can do things virtually, then why not? I think it makes a whole lot of sense. People don't have to travel. I know they're fun. They're fun to watch, but maybe going forward, this might be the way we want to do stuff, or more stuff like this. It just takes less time. You get your point across, and there you go. Easy. Anyway, people who have a life path of three, it describes a person who's ambitious and optimistic, who also possesses a strong will. So again, balancing Mars' willful energy with Venus's Venusian Friday energy, kind of keep everything in perspective today. Our rune for today is Zingus. It's the 22nd rune of the Elder Futhark. Would have been cool if it was for tomorrow, because then we would have had, an 8, a 22, a 22, and a 22 all on the same day. But I didn't. I pulled this one for today. So anyway, this is Zingus. It can be drawn this way or as like two X's, one on top of the other. Kind of looks like this. There, I've exploded it for y'all. It's made up of the rune Kenaz, either focusing energy inward, like the seed, and then the idea is this sudden expansion of energy. It's an earth element rune, male fertility, again, sudden release of energy, the DNA structure. So you can see it's the energy behind the manifestation. Really, it's bringing everything into this still point and then exploding it outward. So you're either looking at that experience with the way it's drawn as the diamond, or you're looking at the expression of energy if it's drawn as the two X's. So it's just kind of directional in that regard, but it's the same energy. It's the same source energy that comprises Ingus. The seed, inclusion, potential, genetic inheritance, grounding, also inner focus. 8 planetary bodies are in retrograde right now. There's a lot of inner focus going on. So The potential for growth is there today with Ingus, the elder Futhark's expression of cosmic builder energy. In this 22-year, we're experiencing profound soul level change, and Ingus suggests a sudden change in that regard. Perhaps new information is revealed that sets us on a new course, one that we thankfully take together. Listen, we're starting to see with the arrest yesterday of that Build the Wall thing, the group, the Steve Bannon's involved. I don't know, somebody named Colfage, or I don't know. I don't know who these people are other than the Bannon guy. I'm aware of who he is. I looked through the board of directors though. There's some interesting people there. So this turned out to be, I guess, according to the SDNY, a scam. And, they took money and all of that is what the allegations are. They're alleging for Bannon, I think, was it wire fraud and money laundering or some such thing. I think that's what I read. So hopefully that was accurate. Sometimes reports come out and they're kind of sketchy in the beginning, but usually stuff like that isn't. But again, if it's true, you can't do that. You can't look. I guess people that donated to this whole thing, it went in people's pockets. That's what they're alleging. So again, little things along the way. If you've not been clear on what's been happening, the scam that's been happening to all of us, if you've not been clear on it, I suspect going forward, you're going to get more clear. So you'll either choose to believe it or you'll believe him and it's fake news and all this other stuff. But it's funny. It's like, yeah, I barely know the guy. Yeah, I don't really have anything to do with him. And yet he was involved in he approved it. Ordered the whoever to give them like $400 million for the project. So, but I know nothing. Yeah, right. His son was out there hawking it. We've got him on video. He knows, no, I don't know nothing, I don't know. What's going on? Well, I think we're beginning to find out, frankly. So I think that, again, this is, what are we going to manifest? Are we going to manifest this kind of behavior? Or are we going to manifest speaking truth to power and saying, oh no, enough of this nonsense, because it's bilking people of their money. Buying yachts, buying this, doing that, paying bills, your personal bills, whatever has been alleged here. Lots of different stuff. And this is going to be really interesting. Is he going to pardon this guy too? Going to pardon all them too for the federal aspects of it? I guess there's state issues involved, I read. So I don't think that whatever, doesn't happen for them federally because he intervenes, there could be state charges coming. So, because this does happen in states. So I think that as much as they want to let people off for things, they shouldn't. If a crime's been committed, a crime's been committed. Deal with it. But don't, pardon people because they worked for you or do work for you or something. You see what I'm saying? It's a conflict of interest. And I think that all that's going to be coming out. I think that as we build toward the time of the election, I think we're going to find out all kinds of things. I guess the Postmaster General's meeting with the Senate committee today. And I just saw a quick blurb. He might have met with Nancy Pelosi earlier today. But then I guess, what is it, Monday? He meets with the Congressional Committee. I don't know which one. But I guess Kamala is going to be there today to visit with him in the Senate meeting. And then I understand Katie Porter's ready. She said so. Katie Porter's prepared. She says she hopes the Postmaster General will be. They're not going to be nice to this guy. People are not getting their medications. What was it? 800 chicks, dead. This is going to be traumatizing just for the postal workers to have to be around all this mail and live animals that die and the food that's rotting. I because we're not getting our mail. The cookies that my husband made and we sent last Thursday got their priority mail, supposed to be there on Friday in Oregon, just 150 miles away. They got them yesterday. which is fine. I mean, they're in a plastic bag. It's fine. But I paid more. I mean, you know, but it's fine. I'm not, it just illustrates how long it's taking. And realistically, what I'm hearing from other people, I mean, a week is nothing. I should be happy, but it illustrates what this guy's been doing to all of us. It's not simply, the effect is not simply about the election, it's to demoralize people. So again, how are we going to manifest Ingus today in our lives? We have to see the truth. We have to see what's going on. And we've got to get ready here for more, frankly, for more. The moon is now in Libra. It moved into Libra from Virgo at 2:16 a.m. this morning, my time. So seek harmony and understanding with a partner today, especially if the last few days have been stressful. Spend quality time together and enjoy a favorite activity. This is the moon sextile Vesta, so, ritual is important. So if you have a favorite thing you like to do with a significant other or the family or whatever, try to, we used to go out and go to the movie theater. Well, we don't now. But when the kids were young, we would do that. We would go as a family. We go see the latest movie that if we wanted to see it, it was something we all wanted to see. And so it was kind of a thing we did as a family. During Halloween, we finally started watching Labyrinth when it came out. That became a tradition. So it's kind of ritual. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So if you and your family or you and a partner have something that you like to do together all the time, do that today. If it has to be done online over Zoom, that's fine too. However you have to do it, just be safe and try to have some kind of a collective experience here today, if you can. On the human design section of the reading, find common ground with others today, but be mindful as well of necessary boundaries lest you take on more than is reasonable or even possible for you. Because, sometimes we get carried away with that, right? The path forward may not be straight, but it's one that is shared. So nurture that relationship in the direction of growth and possibility. Move around obstacles rather than confronting them directly as you realize their purpose is only there to distract you from the ultimate goal. It's a game being played. And, it's like, oh, here's some really awful things that we got to tell you about. Oh, look over here. Look over here. Wait. Look over here. That's the kind of energy, right? Let's not look at what, the crimes that are being committed. Let's just look at whatever I want to distract you to. So that's what that is. It's manipulative. And it tries to make a fool out of people. That's the problem here. He makes a fool out of people who support him by expecting them to believe all of this outrageous stuff that is not even remotely real. But, it draws them in. They believe it because they believe in him. It's just what happens. And it's the human side of life here. And but we've got to step away from that. We've got to understand when we've been conned. We've got to understand this. It's vital that we understand it. Our very survival may depend on it. Look at the way he handles the virus. He doesn't. And so either that's because he is ignorant or it's because he's doing it on purpose. I don't know which is worse. Really, the end result's going to be the same. So anyway, I guess that's it. No Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune today. It's Friday. I don't do them on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just Monday through Thursday. So I think I am going to do something though, a little short video on ethics and witchcraft, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday. So we'll see what I can do today for that. See if I can flesh something out, maybe get it done. Look for this to go up on the blog over on the side panel on the left-hand side of the blog. Also, I'll write it up, and it'll include Bridget as the Princess of Cups from the Heindel deck. And also, I'll do a geomancy rune and include that as well. So anyway, check that out. That'll be over on the blog here sometime this morning. And be good to yourself. Be good to one another. Wear a mask if you go out around anybody today, whether you're inside or out. And blessed be.